Tonight, Central Iowa Sports Network presents
Left footer cross, goal by Cody Lofgren. Takes it across, header in.
your Des Moines Menace Soccer. Des Moines Menace Soccer is brought to you by Come and Go, where and means more. Doritos, YMCA of Des Moines, and by Teal Chiropractic and Des Moines Orthopedic Surgeons. Des Moines Menace Soccer, live on Central Iowa Sports Network.
Good evening. Welcome to West Des Moines Valley Stadium. Dar Danielson along with Justin Vorster as we get ready to bring you the Des Moines Menace and the St. Louis Lions tonight. The red-hot Des Moines Menace on a win streak here, coming back home. And we'll talk about our broadcast, give you the starting lineups, and get it underway. This game brought to you by Come and Go, coming up right after these messages.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Welcome back to West Des Moines Valley Stadium. Dar Danielson along with Justin Vorster as Des Moines Menace taking on the St. Louis Lions. And Justin, when we were last here, it ended up being a tie for the Menace, and we were wondering how that would impact them. We knew, talking with the players in the postgame, they weren't real happy about the tie. They thought they maybe should have won that. And then they go on and they go up to Canada, and they outscore their opponents 10-1 on the road. So I think we know how they felt about that tie. It kind of maybe motivated them a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're 5-0-1 right now, and yes, it did motivate them, one. It's great to win on the road, 2 and 3 wins in Canada. I mean, it's a 22-hour bus ride, so it was a fantastic 3-game win for them. So I'm excited for the Menace. They've been playing very well so far.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Come and Go, and we'll see a little bit different start. And one of the big things tonight is a hometown favorite going to get his first start here at home. Yeah,
Via Ibisevic is going to start up front as the number 9, as the lone strike, and it's his first home start. So we should have a nice hometown support. Maybe the Bosnian community is going to come out and support Via Ibisevic. He's a household name because his cousin plays in Germany for in the Bundesliga for Hertha Berlin and plays for the Bosnian national team. So, you know, he's a famous name around the rest of the world, and it should be an exciting matchup today.
What else are we going to see? I mean, I know they use different lineups with the lineup that they have, so we'll see a little bit switching back and forth here tonight, or do you know exactly which one they might go with? I tell you what, let's pause now for our national anthem.
Yeah.
And our national anthem here tonight as we get ready for Des Moines Menace soccer once again. Injury report tonight brought to you by Atletico. No injuries to report tonight. Our weather report brought to you by ABC5. It's 87 and mostly clear out there tonight, and maybe just a little bit of a breeze. Justin, I know earlier there wasn't much for that high school all-star game, so a little breeze helps at least some on the field when it's warm like this.
Yeah, it was stinking hot today, to be honest with you. It's still very hot out there. No breeze. It's going to be absolutely excruciating heat out there tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how the players cope with this.
Keys to the game brought to you by Schottenkirk Chevrolet, and let's talk about that. What do you know about the St. Louis Lions and the key for them coming in here to face this Des Moines Menace team that's on a roll right now?
I think they're going to come in here and they're going to play a very deep line. They're not going to allow the Menace any space in behind them. They're going to try and keep the game in front of them. I've heard they're a very physical team. They might concede a lot of fouls, but they'll compete. They're going to come here and compete, and they're going to look to try and counterattack. For
the Menace, we talked about it with those 3 wins on the road. They got to come in with a lot of confidence tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Lots of confidence. The starting lineup, basically all these players traveled to Canada, with the exception of Campbell, who couldn't because of the student visa situation. But he's back in the lineup, whereas everybody else traveled, and there was a good squad rotation when they were on the road. As we're about to get this game going, I think we're in for an exciting matchup today.
So St. Louis in the green and black jerseys, green jerseys and black shorts with the kind of black stripes on their jerseys. The Menace you see on the left side of your screen in the red tops and the white shorts here as we get set to start it off. And starting Ibisevic up front, what does that mean for them? Are they going to try to look for him more or look to him early here as we get going?
Yeah, Ibisevic is a target player anywhere into his body, and he's also good running into space off the ball. He's good in the air, so no pressure on him, but we expect a lot of things out of Ibisevic today.
Here's the Menace. They take control of it, and Fiskus will send it over here to the right side. And now back over. Gledbetter over to Fiskus, now up high to the left side. And going into Wiedemann. Wiedemann back in the middle. And they send it up the left side there. And the keeper will take it for St. Louis. St. Louis coming in at 2-4-1 in the PDL. Of course, we said Des Moines at 5-0-1. And they'll take it out. Send it up the field. Fiskus heads it down, but St. Louis maintains control. Drop it back and over. Patty Power there working against the defense. Now they'll drop it back. Send it up high to the sunny side of the field. You can kind of see the shadows starting to stretch over the field as the sun goes down. They got the lights turned on as we get later in the match here. Now here's a run up the right side. And trying to work it. And a push from behind. There's a foul against Christian O'Keefe. And it'll be a free kick for the Menace.
That was a silly foul by Paolo. O'Keefe wasn't going anywhere. He was facing outside. Just had to withstand his ground and force O'Keefe back.
Got just a little over anxious here in the early going of this game. And Wypich will take the kick here from the right side. As the Menace set up kind of to the left of the goal, now move in. Here's the kick, comes in. Header, headed again. Now kicked again, and now cleared out finally by Udi Cohen. So able to get ahead and a foot on it, but pretty good defense back there packed in front of the Menace.
Yeah, the ball just bounced around there in the box, and Cohen just got a foot on it, just cleared his lines, get it further up the field. as the Menace clean it up. Look to
Griffin.
build it out the back.
Yep, Griffin sends it back. Now we'll look for him to send it up. They got Polster out here on the right side. And they'll go over to the left. Up the middle, or excuse me, up the left side rather. Trying to run it down in the corner, and it's knocked out. It'll stay with the Menace. And the Menace will throw in. He's kind of shielding his eyes, looking into the sun as he throws it in toward the middle, headed toward the goal, kicked out. Off the head of Podast. Menace knock it down. And now St. Louis trying to clear it out of there. Send it up the right side, a little too far over there for Jeff Tryon. And up to Austin Polster. Polster drops it back. And here come the Menace. Looking for Polster up the right side, and a little too much on it. And it goes out to St. Louis.
Yeah, Fiskus miskicked that ball, just slicing it out of bounds.
Back the other way and knocked out. It'll stay with St. Louis. 5 minutes into the match, no score early here. Tried to get it up to Bisevic. St. Louis will drop it back. Again, try to send it up ahead, and they get too much on it. It's good defense by the Menace. And Polster will throw it in. Ledbetter sends it across. Now back to Ledbetter. Surveys the field, sends it up to Bisevic on the run. Over his right shoulder, stops. Trying to beat the defender, and defender gets back. St. Louis sends it out to the right side. Had it out there. And again, the Menace moving well all over the field here. Up to a Keek. Keep possession, drop it back to Polster. Now up to the far side. Change Schwields, and that's a little too much for Wypich. Over his head.
Yeah, the Menace have got to be patient here. I mean, you can see St. Louis have, when they get into their defensive shape and transition in, they have a bank of a bank of four, a bank of five, and then the lone striker, but they drop very deep. It's going to make it very, very difficult for the Menace to try and get in behind. They might have to try and build it up through the width, get their guys as wide as possible, O'Keefe and Whippich as wide as possible, and maybe try and get round the back.
A foul there out near midfield, and it'll be a free kick for the Menace. And we'll reset here. The Menace, again in the red jerseys, white shorts. St. Louis, the Lions, in the green striped jerseys with the black shorts on your right side of the screen. Shoots it into the middle. Battle for it there. And it comes out. Lamont cleared it over. Taken by the Menace. Bisevic, I think he was offside.
Yeah, he just stayed. Left it for Whippich to get after it. It was very good from Bisevic.
Back in. Yeah, he saw where he was at and realized if he did go, it'd be offside, so tried to
Yeah,
hold up on that
he
one.
was slightly in front of the center back. So he just had to hold his line. So, you know, Kennedy held his line well there for St. Louis.
Polster up ahead. Looking for O'Keefe. Drop it back and then up ahead. Tried to clear it out. Knocked away by Whippich. Deep. And Polster does get back, man. Shut off the run by Cody Blentlinger. There's St. Louis with it. Polster steps in. And it'll go to the Menace. Tried to head it up to Bisevic. Potas did. Now Potas handles it. It's double teamed, has to take it away. Griffin comes in.
Referee played a good advantage there. Keep the flow of the game going. So the ball's played in for Bisevic.
And the keeper comes out and knocks it away. Just not quite there.
Yeah, McTurk held a nice line there. Managed to come out and just pass the ball out.
St. Louis throws it in. Menace control it. Across the field to O'Keefe. Taken away by St. Louis. 10 minutes in here, no score in the first half. And offside called on St. Louis.
Again, both teams are trying to get a rhythm. St. Louis, when they don't have the ball, they drop off very deep. They have a deep lying line. They're allowing Des Moines Menace to build it out of the back with the two center backs. So Campbell can play it into either one. Allowing the left and right back to get forward, Bergstrom and Polster to get up higher up the field. So they are playing a very deep line.
When they play deep like that, then are they looking to get a run out to a counter?
Yes,
for their score?
Yeah,
or?
they're trying to limit the amount of space in behind them and make it as compact as possible. It's very difficult to play against and break down. If they're a very well organized defensive side, as the cross comes in.
Yep. Keek takes it. No. Beedman with it. Left foot gets it knocked away. Back out to Polster. Polster sends it up to O'Keefe. He goes to the right side, tries to cross it in. Taken by the defender.
There's a poor delivery.
Cleared out. Ryan Kennedy cleared it out of there. Polster into O'Keefe. Spins around, tries to shoot it across the middle. It's knocked away. Ledbetter handles it at the back. And here come the Menace again. Polster. Is over to Fiskus. Fiskus to Ledbetter. He was looking up there to O'Keefe. O'Keefe does get to it. Try to turn it. Inside. Oh, just about got by the defender. But it's knocked away. The Menace still control, though.
That was a good run into the box by Whippich. Good defending, though. Very good defending by Kennedy. Just getting his body across it, not allowing Whippich to get a hold of the ball.
Now here comes Kukakov for St. Louis. And that'll stay with St. Louis as they kind of make their first run into their end here. As deep as they've played the ball so far. And they'll have the throw. Hard throw in toward the box, headed out of there.
Yeah, that was a dangerous throw. They had the Menace scrambling at the back there. It was just knocked out for a corner.
I think Ledbetter got the head on that. Corner kicks brought to you by Shields. And the first corner kick of the night here for St. Louis. Across the middle, off the head there of Jeff Tryon.
Yeah. I mean, it was a free header. They still kept it in. So the cross comes in.
Turns and right into Nico Campbell. As Vadim Kokojakov turns and shoots. Is that how you say that? I'm not sure exactly. I didn't get the pronouncer on that one.
Kokojov.
Kokojov.
Koko.
We'll have to figure that out here.
Kojakov sounds right.
Yeah, Kojakov. So St. Louis challenged down there, and the Menace held them off, and now they're bringing it back the other way. Biedman takes the run, and then it's knocked away. From St. Louis. Biedman with it. Drops it back. Tried to get it up ahead to Whippich. Menace controlling again. Sends it into the middle. Now outside of Whippich. And the cross, and the keeper takes it off Pothass's cross there.
That was a good passage of play. Started from the back. Griffin playing the ball through. There's a nice little ball played into feet. Out wide into Whippich. Whippich with a nice little 1-2. Keeper did well to save the cross as Ibisevic came in lurking.
Up the field, controlled by the Menace Fiscus. Out to the left side. That's Ibisevic in the middle there. Looked like they're trying to go to him, but didn't get through the defense.
Yeah, Kiki was playing a reverse ball in for Wiedmann as he cut through in between the right center back and the right back.
Bolster heads it up. And handled and dropped back by Ledbetter. I'll send it across the field. Well, back over. Looking over the right side, but nothing there.
They're trying to find ways to get it in behind wide. I think they need to be just a little more patient and then wait to create the movement up high. So maybe Whippich comes into the game and pulls their left back into it, and then they look for the space in behind. But I think they're rushing it at times. I think the Menace just need to be a little more patient in the build-up. And St. Louis doing a good job behind the ball and keeping it narrow and compact.
And Wiedmann gets grabbed, so it'll be a free kick for the Menace. And the St. Louis player kicked it there, so the referee gives him a little bit of a warning. Send it up to Ibisevic. And That's going to go out. I don't know if he's looking for the player running up the right
Yeah,
side.
Wiedmann was looking for Whippich. Just a little bit too much power on that pass. He knows it. He put his hand up. He apologized.
That's the frustrating thing about it, isn't it? When you is this type of defense coming back and trying to just be patient with the passing and working and finding the seam there.
Yeah, just got to be patient to find the seams, the gaps. They will appear. There will be a mistake. You just got to be patient.
Here's the Menace with it now. Start from the back, move it up. Going down that left side. And the keeper will come out and take it. In McTank. And on the run. Battle for it, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Coach Kojakov was trying to find a way around Fiskus. Couldn't quite do it, and it just went out for a goal kick as the long ball's played in behind for Wiedmann.
Wiedmann takes it, crosses it. Oh, knocked away by the keeper, McTurk.
There was an opportunity. Keeper did well. McTurk did well. Maybe a little disguise from Ibisevic, like a little dink over McTurk might have been the difference into the back of the net. Good passage of play. That's how you break them down. The one run from Wiedmann into the space as Whippich looks to take this corner.
Brought to you by Shields. Here's the corner. And headed out of there now, headed back toward the goal, and the keeper takes it. Lee Woolmore headed away for the defense for St. Louis. So a good opportunity by the Menace, but a good reaction by McTurk. Ian McTurk, the keeper for the Lions. Now over toward Ibisevic. And can't bring it down. Menace will settle in the middle. Now send it up, back outside. Looking up the right side for Whippich, and passes short.
That was a poor pass from Potast.
Now back the other way. Nico Campbell comes out to clear it. And offside on Jeff Tryon for St. Louis.
Yeah, Tryon came from a offside position to on to receive it. Definitely a good decision from the assistant referee.
Outside to Polster. We'll send it back over to the left side.
That's what I'd like to see, is Griffin getting more on the ball from the two center backs, trying to draw the extra player to come press him, which will create space and behind him.
And Ibisevic. And he gets knocked down. And it'll be a free kick for the Menace.
So Whippich is coming over to take it with his left foot.
And shadows now over the field, so no sun to worry about for the keeper. Here's the kick, winding over the right side, and just a little too much. There's a couple Menace players were there to try to get a play on the ball, but a little too much on it.
Yeah, Griffin just overran it. He maybe time it a little more. Bender's run from out to in. He might have been on the end of that. It was a good ball played in. It was away from the keeper, McTurk, so it could have been dangerous in the end.
22 minutes in now, no score. Menace and the Lions. Headed up there, knocked down again by Pothast. And then sent up. Ibisevic trying to run it down, and it'll clear it out and stay with the Menace.
Kennedy keeping it safe, just knocks it out for a throw-in.
Keek looks like he'll take it. Tried to get into Ibisevic, knocked away. O'Keefe now has it. And that'll be a corner for the Menace. Brought to you by Shields. Corner kicks brought to you by Shields. The second corner of the night for the Menace. Here it comes inside and off the head of Ibisevic.
It's a brave header from Ibisevic. I mean, it was down at knee height, trying to flick it on. Defender came in with his foot up high, so it was a brave header.
Hard to get an angle on that to
very
direct it,
difficult,
isn't it?
Because he's in front of the near post, so it's difficult to try and get that flick on, especially at that height. And he's having to come behind the ball to try and get the flick on.
So McTurk will take the goal kick for St. Louis. Set it up across half where it's handled by the Menace. Ibisevic knocks it down to Wiedman. Back into Wiedman. Gets it over to Ledbetter. Ledbetter up to Griffin. Now back to Ledbetter. Send it back the other way. Griffin tries to lob it up over the middle and over the head of Ibisevic to the keeper. Heading into the 26th minute, no score. Battle for it. And the Menace take it. O'Keefe comes over. Up to Whippich. Sends it into the middle. Tried to drop it back, but it doesn't get there. Lamont, he'll send it back up high. He slipped. It looked like he was going to try to get a foot on that ball and slipped. Now it comes back out to St. Louis. Lob up over, and Nico Campbell. That'll go wide of the goal, but Nico Campbell's right there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Menace have had all the pressure as far as possession of the ball, but they just got to be careful. Those little situations where St. Louis do break forward in possession, relieving themselves of pressure. I mean, they'll create themselves some chances. So the Menace have got to be mentally sharp and ready for this.
Ibisevic sent it across. It was hit by St. Louis. And well, with the stoppages there. Menace throw it in.
Yeah, Cohen looked like he went off for something. Yeah.
Keeps it in on the far side. Turns back into Ibisevic. Keeper comes out.
Another brave save by McTurk.
Yep. Right into Ibisevic. Lentlinger with it now. Holster. Miss hit by Griffin. And here comes St. Louis. Kojakov shoots it up ahead, and it's going to go out the back end.
The two misplaced passes there by Potast and Griffin, and then both caught out of position in transition. So fortunately for the Menace, the ball that was played over the top went out for a goal kick. Looks like Cohen's gone off for a bit of treatment. Maybe he's got a bit of blood on his mouth or something like that.
Yeah, he came over, got a little water and spit it out, so maybe he must have taken a shot there or something. Into Wiedemann. Wiedemann turns into the middle, knocked away, cleared out of there. As Lamont cleared it in front of the goal. And the Menace will throw in on the far side, Bergstrom. Back to Bergstrom. He sends it in toward the goal, and Bisevic tried to get ahead on it, but couldn't.
It was a good ball from Bergstrom. Left footer whipped in. Bisevic didn't quite catch it.
St. Louis up to the middle. Over to the far side. They drop it back now, try to set it up. Dylan Cassidy. And battling for it. Knocked out of there. Good defensive play by Fiskus. Here come the Menace. It's Polster. Whippich. And defender just steps in front of Ibisevic.
There's a sense of frustration going through the Menace. You can see it. The players are getting a little bit frustrated, and it's opening up when St. Louis get the ball. It's opened up between the lines, and Lamont for St. Louis twice has found position. It must be about 15 yards either way of him as the cross comes in.
Whippich, yep, in and to the keeper.
Yeah, it's about 15 yards either side of him where he's got so much space. If he gets that ball at feet and turns and runs at the two center backs for the Menace, they could be in trouble.
You kind of feel that tension here in the crowd, too. Everybody's kind of sitting and waiting. They see that starting to develop, and it's been shut off. But
maybe the crowd should start bouncing and singing some songs.
So, yeah, get a little energy going. Now that it's cooled off, it seems like a little bit. No breeze yet. The flags are just laying flat there as they send it across to Whippich. Whippich up the right side. In the middle of Wiedemann. Wiedemann tries to get it in there to Bisevic.
Whippich was looking for the 1-2 with Wiedemann. It was a good ball played in with the outside of his left foot. Played onto the right foot of Wiedemann, which means he had to turn inside to Bisevic.
I'm trying to get a little noise going there on the far end. Build some excitement here for the Menace. 31 minutes in, no score. Warner Ledbetter, the Polster. Polster sends it out, and it'll go to St. Louis. Battle for it. We get a free minute here. I got a concern about your team I need to talk to you about here. You've been 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. You seem to be stuck on just 4 goals, Coach. What's going on? You can't break that 4-goal margin?
I'm just happy with 3 wins right now, which is great. So we're 3-0.
Yep. Playing well.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's a great ball played in for Bisevic.
Here he goes up the right side.
Wiedemann to his left.
Oh, and McTurk comes out and smothers him. It'll be a corner kick. But McTurk closed and didn't give him anywhere to go.
So they've caught St. Louis napping twice with those types of balls that are being played in. They just need to make more of the chances that they're getting at this point.
So here's another corner brought to you by Shields. And, just over Pothast there.
Yeah, Pothast and Griffin coming in.
Looked like Potas had a good angle on it, but just a little, came in a little too fast. But anyway, you're 3-0, playing well, 4 goals in each game. Got to be very pleased with that.
Yeah, very pleased. We've got a weekend off this weekend, and we're back next week in training. I gave them 3 days off. The players deserved it. Come back into training next week and prepare for 2 exhibition games, Friday and Saturday against Winnipeg. So it's some exciting stuff, and preparing the team for the 2nd of July match against Chicago, which will be a tough one.
Whippets drops it back to Polster. To Griffin. Griffin sends it up top. Now back inside. And foul called on St. Louis, and it'll be a free kick for the Menace.
Yeah, it's a late tackle on Tryon after the ball was played. Definitely a foul.
And they prepare for the kick. Sends it up high over the right side. Oh. And on the second try, no good. It went out. That was Bisevic. Or no, that was Griffin, rather. And here's Polster. Throw it in. Whippich. And now back to Whippich.
Wins a corner.
Yep. He tried to go through the wickets there, but it went off anyway and went out for the corner. So
yeah, he got the ball onto his left foot. Tried to find a way through, won the corner.
Brought to you by Shields. The 4th corner here for the Menace in the first half. This one comes in low and almost got a foot to redirect it, but it comes back out. And kicked off St. Louis. Polster will throw it in. And Whippich can't handle it. So next weekend we'll have doubleheader with Friday and Saturday. Your team first, then the men. So
that's correct, against Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm. Send it out and a missed kick there.
Yeah, it
goes off.
It was a miss kick from McIngalls. So throw-in comes in.
And stay with the Menace. Polster will throw it in. Beeman tried to head it back. And Cohen was looking ahead, didn't handle that ball, so it kind of slowed the momentum forward. Now the Menace come back. And it'll stay with the Menace. Jack Griffin got in there. Into the 37th minute. No score here in the first half. Menace playing to keep their PDL streak undefeated here at 5-0-1. And this time back to St. Louis. Feel just a little breeze blowing here.
Yeah, the game needs some excitement, a little creativity, something that's going to open this game up.
Here's Whippich with it. Stays with it, and he gets knocked down right outside the box, and that's going to be a card.
That was a good run from Whippich. Just cutting inside, and another late tackle. Otherwise, he was through.
Is that Lamont?
Yeah, it looks like Lamont got the
Yellow.
Yep.
The first yellow card of the night, and a good chance here just outside the box for the Menace from the left side. Is this where you have the lefty-righty here? Try to...
Yeah, so you confuse the wall. You don't know which player's going to take it. Whippage over the ball. Wiedmann.
Oh,
rebound.
knocked away again!
No,
And
just played wide.
Oh. 3 chances at it.
Good free kick from Wiedmann. Keeper McTurk did well, diving to his left. Rebound, again, knocked out for a corner.
And the 5th corner of the night brought to you by Shields. For the Menace. Here's the kick, floating over the middle. Knocked out. Handled by O'Keefe. Gets it outside. Polster. He was trying to leave it ahead to Whippich, but he knocked out. Polster throws it over to Whippich. Polster sends it high up toward the net. Battle for it there. Knocked down out front.
That was a little tight trying to go through the middle. Now we've got to be worried about the counterattack now. St. Louis spring forward.
And knocked away.
Good defending from Fiskus.
Fiskus.
Good advantage from the referee as Okiki was fouled.
Here come the Menace still going and calls the foul here on the push. You explain, people who watch soccer know what advantage is, but the advantage is if you get fouled but you still have the ball and you have players ahead and you still get a chance to go toward the goal, if you blow it dead, that kills the momentum, and it can be a defensive advantage at that time. But when you play advantage, you let them keep playing to see if they can keep developing the play, right?
Yes, absolutely. They look for an advantage. If there's no advantage, they'll bring the free kick back to where it was fouled, or where the foul was occurred.
And then the foul goes the other way against the Menace. So it'll be a free kick for St. Louis. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half here. No score. Dar Danielson, Justin Vorster with you. Up in the middle, Whippich heads it up. Ibisevic fighting for it over there. Out back, now they lob it up ahead to the right side. And it'll be a goal kick. Goes off of St. Louis. Or did he say corner on that? Oh, maybe it's just a throw. Okay. I thought he raised his flag straight out for our goal kick, but it was a throw.
Long throw coming in.
Campbell.
Easy for Campbell.
Yep. Handles it. We'll have Moines Sunday coming up for our halftime guests.
In addition to Lubos Kubik, who's coming up as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep, looks like he's joined us to our right. And Sundem Wang will be joining him. The ball's played forward for Wiedmann from O'Keefe. Looks like he's fouled. He's back on his feet.
Still going.
O'Keefe trying to break into the box onto his right foot. Strikes it.
Oh, just wide. Well, Menace trying to make something happen here in the final minutes of the first half. Played mostly in St. Louis's end, as St. Louis is, you predicted, has dropped back defensively.
Yeah, they're playing with a very deep line. However, Menace have had 2 really good chances. The first one from Ibisevic off a Wiedmann cross, was just laid into his path. Good save from McTurk, and then the free kick from Wiedmann just outside the box to the far left-hand side with his right foot. A great save by McTurk again. Those are the two clear-cut chances that we've had tonight in the first half.
Here's a throw in for St. Louis. Headed up. Knocked down. Patty Power sends it back in. Battle for it out there. The Menace come away with it. Podhast. Now up to Vicevic in the middle. He drops it back. And they try to lob it up ahead. Defender's right there. We're looking for Bentlinger, and now
That's a late tackle.
Yep.
That's a second, is it? Is
Going to be another yellow.
Cohen.
UD Cohen, yep.
Yellow card for Cohen. It was a late tackle over the top.
So Joe Lamont and UD Cohen both with yellow cards here. And Menace player still down, shaken up a little bit from the collision.
I think Matt Coe would want to see what happens with Potas. Doesn't really probably want to make a change before halftime. Take it into halftime and regroup from there. Just monitor the injury. Hopefully it's not so bad. But it was late. It was a late tackle from Cohen. Potas gingerly gets up.
He's been playing well back there.
He's thinking to himself, I just got steamrolled. As he limps off. I think there might be a change here. I think Mecca might wait to halftime.
Yeah, because we're going to have some little extra time for sure with this.
I was talking to Mecca before the game, and he was excited with Ibisevic having his first start today. See how he does, see if he can be an impact in the game. He's had one really good chance, which personally I feel he should have put away. But he's still young, he's still learning. He'll go through these little transitions in the games. Looks like they're going to go with 10 players and just assess it from there.
Not see what they said we were going to do for extra time here, but probably a couple minutes, I would think. Comes St. Louis.
Wiedmann backstrack into the midfield to come alongside Griffin, just to add that little support, especially with a man down. Looks like Howell's going to come into the game.
St. Louis drops it back to Kennedy. Kennedy lobs it up toward the middle. Knocked down. Oh, tried to sneak it through there. Almost did, but Jack Griffin got a foot on it.
Yeah, Lamont was trying to play the ball through. Good little touch from Griffin.
Up to Vicevic, and he draws the push.
That's what Ibisevic is going to do. You know, he's a big lad. He's going to win free kicks. He's going to cause problems for the opposition back, especially the two center backs.
So Howell will come on. And the Menace will get the free kick. Get the extra time here at the end of the first half. Driving toward the middle. Headed out of there. Still handled. And that'll do it. Jack Griffin had a shot at that one as it came up through the middle. but that will end the first half here. No score after one period here. Des Moines and the St. Louis Lions. We'll take a break and we'll come back with our halftime guests coming up after this.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
For a limited time at Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get up to $12,000 off select new Silverado Crew Cab LTs. Get 25% off new Impalas, Sparks, and Sonics. These are going fast. Equinox owners get an additional $1,500 towards the purchase of any new Chevy. And no, you don't have to trade it in. If you served, save even more with military discounts. Save big in Waukee. Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
Welcome back to West Des Moines Valley Stadium. It's halftime. No score here. The Des Moines Menace and the St. Louis Lions. Dar Danielson with you. Joining me for halftime, a couple of Menace players here. Sunday Wang and Lubos Cool, right?
Lubos Kubik.
Kubik, I'm
Lubos
sorry.
Kubik.
I got it right now, Lubos Kubik. Well, you guys, you went up north and had a very successful trip up in Canada. Tell me a little bit about that. Outscored your opponents up there 10-1. A really good outing, huh?
Yeah, they went up there and they played really well. Sadly, some players, I wasn't able to go personally, visa stuff, but...
Yeah, we were both unfortunate to not make the trip, but you know, we were obviously watching our players. It's a great 9 points because a tough opponent, so we were glad that they came back with all these points back.
Real great start to the season here. You've talked about that there's different players played in and out, and it just seems though that it doesn't matter who's in that lineup. It seems like you've been able to mesh well together and play well together, haven't you?
Yes, I mean definitely the strongest part of this team is the depth. We can see that. Me and Moines, we've been here for a while now. We come back every summer because we know that this team has a really strong depth. There's a lot of players who can step in, who can perform well, and that's really the greatest part. You know, we play together, we practice together, and it's just a great group. And it's great that every single player that steps on the field is just very important to us.
Tell us a little bit about your background before you came to the Menace and where you played.
I came from Czech Republic. I went here to high school, Des Moines Roosevelt, for 2 years, graduated 2012. Went to college, California University of Pennsylvania, which is south of Pittsburgh, just graduated, and came here to play for Des Moines Menace for the last 5 years every summer. So Des Moines Menace, it's a big family for me.
An old veteran at this, huh?
At this point, I guess so, yeah.
And we know, Meng, you're played at Drake and had a good teams over there. Talk a little bit about that and your experience there before playing with the Menace.
Yeah, so I come from Iowa City. I was born in Nigeria, but went to elementary school, high school, Iowa City West, and then went to Drake. And the program has really grown since I've been there. Last season, we made it to NCAA tournament, second round. And I've been playing with the Menace since my freshman year. And you can just come in over here, you sharpen up your skills, you get ready for the college season. It makes a huge difference in the fall.
You guys been veterans. You've been with the team for a while. Where does this team, as far as talent and what you've been able to do so far, how does it rank? I know it's early in the season, but how do you see it ranking so far?
Well, I think this group is very strong. I have to say, Coach Makovich brought very quality players, some guys from last year's and previous years, like me and Moines, and many other players who came that we've seen for the first time, but we're able to step in and perform really well. So I think so far we have a great quality group, and I think we can go really far in the season this year.
Yeah.
You see the same way?
Yeah, yep, very talented group of boys and willing to work hard. And I think that's where we all mesh, because we all have that desire to win the PDL championship.
Yeah, you start the season with the cup play, and man, you were just close there from almost moving on in that match. And how much of a boost of confidence did they give you guys to start out the season strong like that in that play?
Well, we know we're Des Moines Menace. We're one of the strongest teams in the conference. We know that because last year we made a great run. We won the conference, so we know what we go to, that this environment is only winning environment. So our main goals are winning the conference, winning the PDL championship, and go as far as we can in the U.S. Open Cup. So we always come here to get the best that we can in these three areas.
Right, and playing against the professional teams, you can see we can measure where we are compared to they are, and the level that we're playing at is really high, and we've been able to compete really well in the U.S. Open.
Yeah, it kind of shows you that you can play right with them, and and like that last game, it came down to just one or two plays here and there that turned the game, didn't it?
Yeah, there's the difference that they're professionals and us, we're still amateurs. So you can still see a little bit of that, but we're not too far behind.
What's your routine like when you're not on game day, when you're not playing? Do you still do stretching or workout or anything, or you just take it easy? What kind of routine do you have when you're not playing?
Well, it is important if you're not playing to take care of yourself. You cannot just take a day off because the rest of the guys are playing. Like for instance, today we had a scrimmage. The guys who did not play, who were not playing today, we had a scrimmage against a very quality team today. So we are still staying in shape, either on our own or if we have scrimmages, practices. There's many ways we can, stay fit and be ready to step into the next game.
Then do you watch the game? You like to watch and see what they're doing and kind of take some things away from that as you're in the stands or sidelines?
I mean, we're still one big team, and so the performance that they put on, we like to look at it and see how we can make it better when we get on the field and what differences we can make.
Who's the leader on this team right now? Is there one person, or is it? You have several veterans on there. Who's kind of leading the team at this point?
Well, to be honest, I don't see a specific one person who would be leading the team. I honestly think that when we go to practice, we all look at each other as we can all help each other out and we can all motivate each other. So I think the leader of this team is the whole group itself, because we are all different individuals coming from different backgrounds, and we just match really well together. And that's we're just one big, really good group.
Okay. Put your analyst hat on. How are they going to crack this defense here in the second half and get on the board?
Going in behind so far, I've just seen open lanes, and we're pretty athletic up there, and we've been dangerous when we've been able to get the ball over and break their back line.
A couple of close ones, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes. You see the same thing?
Yes, definitely. I've seen we were dominating the game. We were keeping the ball, and I think it's just a matter of time when we score. We've been going through on the outsides, crossing the balls in. There were a couple of times where their keeper made huge saves. So I think it's just a matter of time when we score if we keep playing the same way. So.
All right. Well, next weekend a doubleheader, so I imagine we'll see you guys in one of the two games there, huh?
Hopefully, yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys joining us here tonight, and hopefully you're right. They get to crack that defense, get in behind, and get a goal or two on the board here in the second half.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
All right. We're at halftime. No score here. Des Moines Menace and the St. Louis Lions. We'll be back with more after this.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
For a limited time at Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get up to $12,000 off select new Silverado Crew Cab LTs. Get 25% off new Impalas, Sparks, and Sonics. These are going fast. Equinox owners get an additional $1,500 towards the purchase of any new Chevy. And no, you don't have to trade it in. If you served, save even more with military discounts. Save big in Waukee. Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Stop ruining your steaks. You deserve a grill that gives you great steaks every time. Fireplace Superstore proudly offers the most complete selection of Weber grills in central Iowa, gas, charcoal, portable, and smokers. Fireplace Superstore features Weber special edition grills that come with Weber's unparalleled warranty. Now you can enjoy your grill for many summers to come. There is a difference. See our large selection of Weber grills, many models and colors. Fireplace Superstore is the exclusive Weber Alliance dealer in central Iowa. Fireplace Superstore at 109th and Douglas.
We are at halftime here at West Des Moines Valley Stadium. Dar Danielson, Justin Vorster, and no score at the half. And well, it's pretty well unanimous with the two players we talked to and you, and got to keep working that ball, get it in behind, and one of those runs is going to end up in a score at some point. So they kind of saw it the same way we did, Coach.
Yeah, you know, in the build-up, so St. Louis get behind the ball, and Menace is slowly building it up from the back. When they get into the final third, they must try and look to speed it up quickly with 1 and 2 touch passes, just to try and pull players out and quickly get it in behind the two center backs. So, you know, Kennedy and Power. So if they can get it in behind them by playing quick 1-2s, they might try and break them down, but it's a little bit too one-paced at the moment. You know, Wiedmann's been effective. He's trying to get things going. I like Whippich. Whippich has done well. He's been effective. He's got some good deliveries, and Ibisevic has been dangerous in the box. He's had the one chance, and then the other chance coming from the free kick. So I would like to see them generate more chances, because as this game goes on, St. Louis just sitting in. What they're going to do is look to counterattack to get Kojakov in behind. You know, he hasn't been effective, but you know, it can take just that one chance.
And once you get on the board too, it's got to make that defense a little, more restless about wanting to sit back. They're going to maybe thinking more about trying to get it and going on the attack, aren't they? If you get behind and you're playing that where you're dropping back so far.
Yeah, and it's difficult if you drop very deep. It's very, very difficult to counterattack quickly. But it's also based on the players you have. You know, do you have the players that can go box to box in your midfield? For example, the number 8 maybe. You know, so it is difficult. But at the end of the day, St. Louis have probably come here with a point to try and get a point. And if they can get that point, I think they'll be happy going back with a draw. And if they can steal 3 points, that's the ultimate goal.
And we did have one substitute ended up late in the game there in the extra time. Ramon Howell came in, a Frito-Lay substitution, as he came in for Pothast, who went down hard on a late tackle and then went out. And so Ramon Howell came into the match there, and he'll stay in here as we start the second half. And looks like, looking out there, a lot of the same players who started the match for the Menace will be out there. And St. Louis coming out. Menace in the red jerseys, white shorts, and St. Louis, the Lions, in the green with the black shorts and the black stripes in the front of their jerseys there. And again, I'm always impressed when I talk with whether it be your players or the men's players on how now, those two guys are a little shy. They're a little shyer, but once you got them talking, they, real articulate and real, a lot to say and very, observant about what's going on in the match and everything.
Yeah, they're very articulate and well-educated, young guys, and just like the women's team, young ladies. They present themselves very well, and they had some good information, and they see the game the way we do, and like they mentioned, they need to play a bit quicker and be a little more creative in the final third.
Well, getting the final preparations here before we get started in the second half. Menace coming in at 5-0-1. The St. Louis at 2-4-1 in the PDL. And as we mentioned, next weekend it'll be on Friday and Saturday. We'll have men's and women's matches here on CISN.TV as the women look to keep their undefeated. These are exhibition matches, right, that you're playing?
Yep, exhibition matches. So I'm going to play everybody in my squad and give everybody a chance to play. This is the time that they can show me that they deserve to play in the next squad that travels to Chicago.
Mm-hmm. And what'd you say you had? 30 or more? No.
Yeah,
up
to 30 players.
30 players?
Yeah.
And here we go. We're underway with the second half. Menace with it. Polster will throw it in. It's into Bisevic. He's still battling for it. Comes up with it. Oh, and then gets tripped. And the foul called. And he did a good job to stay with that ball and get back up, and then he got tripped.
Yeah, he did well there to win the free kick. Just needs to be calm. Remember, he was sent off, some weeks ago in the U.S. Open Cup game. So he's still young. He needs to manage himself appropriately in situations like this because he's going to be a target for the opposition.
Sets up for the kick. Cross the middle. Polster got a head on it, but it went left of the post.
So another good free kick whipped in by Whippich. And Polster just misdirected it past the far post. Maybe he should have come across it and headed it across the goal. Forced the keeper to go the other way.
Here comes St. Louis. He sent it up, but it'll go out. And the Menace will bring it back the other way. Bergstrom gets it up to Bisevic. Beedman there. And Wiedman takes it away. Wiedman takes it away.
Well won by Wiedman.
I think he, if I remember right, was a PDL Player of the Week here last week as part of those that Canadian trip.
I think you're absolutely right there, Dar.
Polster takes it. Now drops it back. Menace setting up again here. Looking to get on the board early here in the second half. Up the right side, looking to go, knocked out. So they're trying to get the run on the far side. O'Keefe turns down just a little too much.
Just went out for a goal kick.
Trying to get down the touch line there, and it went out the back.
I see Griffin is just sitting in as the number 6 as the holding midfielder, and he's got Howell in front of him with Wiedman slightly higher up. Looks like.
And McTurk will kick it out. He had a couple nice plays to deny the Menace in the first half. And here comes the kick. Headed back the other way by Griffin. Taken by Lamont.
Well won by Griffin in the head.
Bisevic trying to run it down. Knocked out by
good pressure
Whippich.
Good pressure by Bisevic and Whippich, yes.
Keep him pinned down here on this end. And battle for it. Griffin comes away with it. And just can't quite get
looking for a Kiki to get onto the end of that. Just didn't quite get there.
Again, one of those close, but not quite. Bisevic. Oh, looked like he was sent it into Wiedman, but St. Louis.
Nice piece of skill there from Tryon.
Mm-hmm. Set it up. They get by the defense.
This could be a problem.
Yep. And Campbell smothers that. Looked like it was on the line to be a little outside, but Nico Campbell was there. He had a man in the middle, too.
Kokojov managed to break through And he should have done better with that, to be honest with you. Good save from Campbell, but I don't think Kojakov managed to strike the ball cleanly enough.
Headed up there to Bisevic. Knocked back to Griffin. He sends it over the right side. And knocked down. Now here comes St. Louis. Kojakov. And sends it out.
Again, not much from that. Tryon breaking forward, looking for something ahead of him, some opportunities. Kojakov moved off to the right-hand side, the right shoulder of Ledbetter, but still nothing of it. As Ibisevic is putting pressure down in the far corner.
Whippich gets it over to Bergstrom. Now to the right side with it. O'Keefe takes it inside, looks to cross it in there, knocked away and cleared. Left it in front of the goal there for just a second, but was cleared out.
A good delivery by O'Keefe. Keeper misplaced it. So, like I mentioned earlier, the deliveries are coming in from wide areas. It's now they just need to get the end product. Take the opportunities, take the chances.
And now a throw in here by Bergstrom. Throws it in, headed back by Griffin. Still alive. The keeper comes out, and
McTurk's done well there. It's a free kick. Griffin's down on the ground after that challenge. There's a melee of players in there.
And the ball was kind of free there for a minute. Now McTurk's not happy about something. I think he thought there was too much contact in there, but the ball was free.
Yeah, McTurk, he actually did very well. He was very brave there.
And now he'll take the free kick. Seven minutes into the second half. No score here. The Menace have challenged a few times. Here's the kick. Whippich knocks it down. They try to send it up ahead. They do find a little hole there, but.
So the referee played advantage, but there was really no advantage there.
So they'll bring it back to the spot.
As Ledbetter came across and cleared the lines.
The free kick here for the Lions.
Up to go short.
Tries to lob it over the top there. Knocked around still. And that'll be a corner for the Lions. Brought to you by Shields. First corner of the second half for either team. As they set it up. Kicking from the left side. Comes in high over Nico Campbell.
Decent delivery in. Nico Campbell just managing to get his fingertips to that ball. Mistiming it.
Yep. And it'll be a throw for St. Louis.
Looks like it's going to be a long throw from Tryon again.
Pushing in the middle. Cleared out.
Not quite far enough.
No. The Menace stand with it. Now they drop it back and try to lob it up over the top. And Nico Campbell is there.
Kojakov just with the header. Yeah, Nico Campbell did well. Just smothers it up, falls to the ground, protecting the ball.
Looked like kind of a lazy kick over the middle, but
he gets
it was
some
accurate.
He gets some distance on his punts, that's for sure. So Griffin knocks the ball out wide to O'Keefe.
And he's still battling for it, and it'll go back to St. Louis. Polster sends it up. Kokikoff couldn't handle that, and Menace will drop it back to Campbell. He'll send it out wide.
They look to pressure down the left-hand side there. Through Tryon. Looks like we're going to have a substitution here. Could be a double. Triple substitution for the Menace.
And then it'll go back to St. Louis.
So Raul Gonzalez coming in. Raul Gonzalez in for Whippich. Looks like Barlow's in for Ibisevic. And Jones.
Substitutions brought to you by Frito-Lay. Knocked down by the Menace.
Jones is in for a kick. So there's the changes.
Nick Jones, Tommy Barlow, and Raul Gonzalez in for the Menace. And it'll be St. Louis' throw. Chris Johnson will throw it in. It's up the right sideline. Knocked around. Now they try to go up over the top, but saved out of there. Or cleared out of there, I should say. Now back to St. Louis. That one off of Wiedemann. Now they try to throw it quick to the corner, but Fiskus is back there to knock it out. Looking for Kojikov in the corner. Might look for him again here on the throw-in. Chris Johnson goes to Kojikov. And it's knocked out for Bergstrom.
Looks like Tryon's going to come through again with the long throw. It's been effective. He drives it in.
Yeah, gets it in there pretty deep. Here he goes. Gets a run up. Throws it in the middle, but right to two Menace players.
Yeah, Jack clears the lines. Again picked up. About 30 yards out.
Battle around there, knocked down. And then sent up ahead.
Wiedemann, that's
Wiedemann,
a late tackle by Cassidy, captain of St. Louis Lions.
He was trying to plead his case, but the referee said, "Don't move along." Here's the kick up the right side. Griffin knocks it down, drops it back to Nick Jones. Jones, left footer, sends it across. Drop back. Over to Barlow. Goes over. Go! Knocked up high. Shot up high.
It's a little bit better. The passage was quicker. The play was quicker. The phase of play. And it was played into feet. 1-2 touch.
And Barlow and then back out and shot, but a little too much on it. Well, that's what you talked about. They didn't hesitate, did they? Just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it was a good passage of play there. Quick one-touch passing.
And that does not let the defense get a chance to react or move or drop, does it?
No.
And then a foul again.
That could have been dangerous. Gonzalez bounced straight back up.
The Menace quickly put it in play. Sent it over to Bergstrom. They'll drop it back. Kojikov put a little pressure on back there. Now over to Bergstrom again. He sends it into the middle. Headed up there by Barlow.
Barlow, a little flick on, looking to get the ball back from Gonzalez. Didn't quite get a hold of the ball.
Griffin to Howell. Now
Jack did a good job coming across to
Take it
relieve
away.
pressure. Yeah.
Menace back the other way now. Lobbed up for Gonzalez.
Wiedemann.
Or excuse me, Wiedemann, yep. Right side with it. Gonzalez and Barlow are inside there looking, hoping to make a run if it comes in. Here comes Gonzalez, tried to get there.
Great delivery from Wiedemann down the right-hand side, looking to get Gonzalez in.
Is it Cassidy on the pressure there defensively, I think? "60 minutes in now."
3 positive changes, I'd say, for the Menace. Added a little bit of energy, a little bit of a buzz about the side now. They've created a chance. Barlow's pace up front might cause some problems for the 2 center backs for St. Louis.
We've got Barlow, Gonzalez, Wiedemann, there, and Jones across the top. Here comes St. Louis. Lob in there, and Nico Campbell will pick it up as that did not develop. And drop it back. Cassidy over. Now he gets it back. Stolen away in the middle by Howell. We'll set it up top. Gonzalez. And it'll stay with the Menace. Barlow heads it back to Gonzalez. He tried to hit it back in, and Barlow stayed with it. It was kind of rolling lazily there.
A little bit of pressure from Barlow. He's got some pace on him. He's very explosive.
Hall drops it back now. Menace here in the red. Working against St. Louis in the green. No score.
Again, dominating possession in the second half. Just trying to find a way to break down St. Louis.
Bergstrom into the middle. Jones. To Howell. Griffin sends it out wide to Gonzalez. He sends it in and knocked away by Kennedy.
I just get this feeling we're going to get a goal here very soon.
Yep, pressure on. Wiedemann. And knocked away.
Good save by McTurk.
Another shot. Oh, just over the hands. McTurk deflected that.
Another good save from McTurk. Howell with the close range one.
Yeah.
And then Griffin with the long range strike.
The deeper shot, yeah. And McTurk, that was just all reflexes. Got the both hands up to deflect it there, and it's a corner kick the first of the second half here for the Menace, brought to you by Shields.
Yeah, McTurk's done well in goals for the St. Louis. Kept them in the game.
Comes inside, knocked around, and corner kick again for the Menace. Again, brought to you by Shields. Menace trying to break through, get on the board here in the 64th minute. There's the kick. Swinging out a little bit. Howell's there. He boots it into defender. And he gets called for the trip. And then the substitution looks like for St. Louis.
So it's Blentliner going off. He's limping off. He might have got a knock. No, it's a switch. They're bringing Blentliner to the to the left-hand side.
Here's the kick.
Kojakov coming up to the right.
And that's Brian Carson. Rather.
Carson comes in.
Yeah. Substitution brought to you by Frito-Lay. Up the middle, and Nico Campbell comes through. Here come the Menace. Howell with it. Retains possession.
To Barlow. Barlow plays a little ball through. Didn't quite find Wiedemann, just slightly overhit to McTurk's feet.
So that was Carson Pryor who came in. Number 9 for St. Louis. There's the Menace. We've been pushing the edge here, trying to get a goal into Gonzalez. Turns, sends it up ahead, back to Gonzalez, and there's a jumble up there, and he's going to draw the foul. So it'll be a free kick, almost center on of the box, or the goal rather, outside the.
Yeah, Gonzalez
circle.
has done well there. Got the ball out of his feet, played a little 1-2 in, forced the foul, won the foul. He's been effective since he's come into the game. He's created some chances for the Menace.
Looks like Jones and Wiedemann are going to set up over the kick, and we'll see who takes it here.
Looks like Jones is setting himself up to take it.
Referee gets the wall set, gives him the 10 yards. And it will be Jones. Fires it. Oh, wide.
Just wide of the goal. Managed to get it around the wall.
We see a replay of that.
To the outstretched arm of McTurk.
Here we go. We'll see the shot again on the replay. There it is. Bounces and just hits wide left of the goal.
Foul by Griffin. Griffin's got to be careful. He's on a yellow card. Can't afford another one.
Come back live here. So, several chances here in the second half for the Menace. Lobbed that over toward the right side, offside. The flag goes up immediately on that.
Kojakov offside.
Yep. He was kind of drifting, waiting. I think that ball was delivered a little earlier. He went off then. And here we go. Nico Campbell sends it really deep, headed up. Gonzalez still battling for it there. Knocked around. And dropped back. Now sent up ahead. Barlow. Griffin battling for it. Oh, stepping in, taken away. Off to Wiedemann. He's got Gonzalez outside, sends it out to him. Gonzalez looking to work it. Sends it in, knocked away. And Polster. It's up there bouncing around kind of free. And Jones shot, scores! Goal! Jones waited for the bounce, turned on it, and fired it into the goal. A deep shot and good by Nick Jones in the 69th minute.
Well, that was the goal we've been waiting for. One of the three substitutes that have come in and been effective. Nick Jones takes the ball out of the air on the volley, right-footed volley. McTurk's been brilliant in goals, but he could not save this one.
Let's see the replay here of that goal. Well, we have that. Well, we'll work on it. But Yeah, and he just kind of let that bounce up and then caught it on the upswing and
came
boom.
down, he timed it right, a right-footed volley. I mean, it was going to take something special to beat McTurk tonight. So now how do St. Louis respond? Are they going to push players forward? Are they going to change the system? This will be interesting. The next 5 minutes are very important here for both teams, especially the Menace. Can they withhold some pressure from St. Louis?
Comes back and kick wide. There by St. Louis, Kojakov. And I got to say, Raul Gonzalez, he's in one of the things you put him in there, and he's in the play all over. It seems like energy all over, isn't he? When you put him up there,
correct. He did exceptionally well there to win the free kick, the initial free kick earlier, and then off the corner, ball just pops out, and again the substitute Nick Jones was on the end of it. I think the three subs have been very valuable today. There have been some three very good changes.
Give a little burst of
should we give some credit to Coach Makovich on that one, huh?
Making the right call there. Menace up 1-0 on the Nick Jones goal.
Substitution here. Jack Griffiths has gone off. And it looks like Eddie Cass. Eddie Cass is coming into the midfield.
Eddie Cass, our Frito-Lay substitution, brought to you by Frito-Lay. Knocked down.
First tackle he goes into, he gets a little bit of a knock. He's hobbling around a bit, he'll walk it off. He's a tough lad.
And up in the middle. St. Louis had 2 up on the right. Hang with it now. Sent across toward the middle. Jones knocks it out of there. St. Louis trying to counter at the trail. Nico Campbell comes over, though, and pulls it down. And clears it out. He'll clear it out here. And here's the boot by Campbell.
Straight out of play.
Deep and wide. Like my golf shot.
Yeah, he miskicked that one.
Hard to the right, not a play.
Slight draw on that as Gonzalez looks to play it into Wiedmann, and Wiedmann in behind for Barlow.
Sticking with it. He'll drop it back. Work it ahead. Now back inside. That's Cass, right? Howell in the middle there. Push it up. Wiedmann. Wiedmann still going. Shot.
And he
Goal! Wiedmann scores. Turn it around and fired it in the right side. Wiedmann.
It was a matter of time. You get the first goal, and then the second goal will come. The Menace have stepped it up. They are playing with some energy now. That was a fantastic goal. Again, a combination of passes just in and around the box. It's just opened up St. Louis.
And that's the thing, too, when you're playing back and you're playing defense, playing stopping, and then all of a sudden you get a goal, and it just gets tougher to stay in that concentration defensively, too, doesn't it?
Yeah, because, with St. Louis, there might be some mental lapses. They might encourage a few players to play a little bit higher up the field, looking for the equalizing goal. Mm-hmm. But then also there's a sense of energy within the Menace. They've got the one, and they're searching for the second one. As the ball's cleared long for Barlow, McTurk coming out.
Yeah, McTurk sends it over. Yep. Jones has it. Jones still going with it. Sends it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez ahead to Jones. Jones across the middle, and Barlow is a little too deep for that. He's
cleared away by Willman.
Try to run it down, but miss hit as they try to drop it back.
Sorry, Wilmore, correction.
Here comes St. Louis back the other way. And foul will be called on the far side. And I think he thought he got the ball before he knocked the player over. But it'll be a free kick for St. Louis. Trailing 2-0 now. The goal by Wiedmann in the 73rd. 69th minute was Nick Jones to get Menace on the board. Here it comes in and knocked away.
Good defending.
Yep, it'll be a corner.
Wiedmann. Good defending on the near post.
Corner brought to you by Shields. So you could feel it building and building, and finally Nick Jones plows it through. Here's this corner coming over and
went over
out,
everybody
yep.
and out for a goal kick.
Nick Jones pounded it through, and then, as you said, they kept the pressure on, and Wiedmann turns and right-footed one.
Could be in for a double change any minute now with St. Louis. See Adam Knight getting ready to come into the game.
Now into the 76th minute here. And comes up, Jones keeps control. Barlow back to Jones. Jones looks ahead, goes all the way across the field there to Gonzalez. Now St. Louis back the other way.
Cash looking to try and win that. Just doesn't manage to get it.
Across the middle, that's
Coach
dangerous.
Hits
goal.
the post. No,
it didn't.
No.
Nope. Look.
It's a free kick. It didn't cross the line.
Just bounced out of there.
Good piece of movement there by Kojakov. Hit the post. They thought it went across the line. From our angle, it didn't.
And that's what your assistant referee is doing down there, too. He comes right down the line to look across. It's got to cross the line completely. And
got some changes. Cohen's going off.
Frito-Lay substitutions for you.
So Adam Knight, number 7, has come into the game. Helped on by Bergstrom.
Knocked around. Barlow trying to play it.
Cass, nice solid tackle by Cass.
Over to Barlow. He tried to get in the middle of Wiedmann, knocked away. Back up there.
A little physical off the ball. Kojakov off the ball, pulled down Bergstrom. Referee did not see it. Hopefully the assistant saw it.
Menace still playing aggressive here. St. Louis working it on the far side. And to Nico Campbell, he knocks it down and finally picks it up. And Campbell booted out of there. Sent ahead. Far side. And into the middle, kind of hanging there, but cleared away. Comes St. Louis. Oh, Nick Jones stops that. I'll turn it. Go back the other way. Sends it up to Gonzalez.
Out wide to Barlow.
Barlow drops it back here.
It's like Cass and Howler just sitting in the space in front of the back four.
Cass sends it up. Now it goes inside, looks for it. Not there. They'll send it over. Hey, Lewis sends it long, but nobody back there. Nico Campbell will pick it up. Now into the 80th minute. This one comes in, handled easily by Campbell.
That was a brave back pass into Campbell's chest.
And St. Louis will throw it in over here, Chris Johnson.
So Bergstrom's going off.
A Frito-Lay substitute. It looks like Josh Sutherland, I think, is coming in.
Yep, Josh Sutherland's coming in.
So the Frito-Lay substitution is Josh Sutherland for the Menace. Viedman. A little awkward. They're trying to handle it, but St. Louis retains control. Try to lob it up to the corner, but the defense is there. High throw, and Campbell comes over and takes it. So again, those three substitutions in the second half, they're kind of early and kind of got a little pep into the offensive attack for the Menace.
Yep, definitely. It sparks some energy, and I see the change here. Fiskus has moved out to left back. Cass has come into left center back alongside Ledbetter. And Sutherland now has gone in alongside Howell. They're going to get them on a rotation where one's on either side, so there's no overlapping. So it looks like Sutherland's to the right-hand side of Howell. They'll look like they'll play a double 6. Just a little more of a defensive shape. See out the game with 9 minutes to go, and Viedman will play in there as the 10. So, yeah, shape looks good. Let's see if they can see out the game now with 9 minutes to go.
Leading 2-0 here, the Menace. Looking for their 6th win of the season. Knocked down Gonzalez, and they go back to St. Louis. Must have been a handball over there. It looks like another substitution for St. Louis.
Kochikov has gone off.
Was it 7 that came in? Adam Knight?
No, Adam Knight's already
Oh,
in.
he's already in. Okay.
Yep, so we have
Oh,
number 18 into the game.
Jeffrey Polomarez.
Polomarez is in. And it's a late tackle on Nick Jones. That's not good. It's a red card. It's a straight red, absolutely. We said it was going to be a physical game coming in. That's just a silly tackle by Johnson. Deserves a red card.
Chris Johnson goes out on the red card. So, and Jones still trying to shake it off down there. Getting a little water. Haven't seen anybody really that's shown any signs of cramping. Sometimes in the heat you get that, but maybe they've stayed well hydrated and it hasn't been as big a concern. I don't know.
It's a good sign. Shows the fitness levels, I guess, of both sides. But, possibly the pace of the game as well. I mean,
yeah, it has been. It's kind of been concentrated a little bit. Not a lot of big run back and forth, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the first half was a lot slower, and second half paced up a little bit. the Menace have added a little more energy into the game with the speed of play. It's definitely helped for them, and it's worked for scoring the 2 goals.
Tried to go over to Jones over there, and it was knocked away, and Jones will throw it in here on the left side. Into Wiedemann. He'll turn it.
Good turn from Wiedemann.
Oh,
as he's knocked
yeah,
off the
knocked
ball.
down.
It's another foul. Late tackle.
And that's close, too. When you come in
Caracas.
from behind on a guy like that, that's getting dangerous. So Gonzalez will. Wiedemann talking to him. The captain for the Menace. And Gonzalez. Will take the free kick here. Bends it into the middle, headed back, and
Barlow looking to get the flick on. Didn't quite get a hold of it. A little bit of pressure in behind him. Enough was done by the centre back.
back out to Gonzalez. Now up to the corner. Jones will try to run it down, and he gets shoved.
Manages to keep it in.
Yep. St. Louis
Caracas.
trying to play it up. Good pressure by Wiedemann. Menace looking like they're, some of those late tackles kind of got them playing harder too. They don't want to give up on this. They're going to make sure they don't ease off, looks like.
Yeah, and they haven't been frustrated by the physicality of St. Louis, and they've kept on playing, kept the minds right, the mentality right. So
tried to go over the top there, and then another push from behind. As Fiskus gets knocked down, and it'll come out, free kick out back the other way. And sounds like Nick Jones, who scored the first goal, will be our man of the match tonight, and we'll hear from him down on the field here at the end of the match. Final 3 minutes here. Menace try to close this out, maybe a little extra time. Over to Gonzalez. And set it ahead. Onside, he's got to run. No, knocked away by McTurk. Good play by McTurk as he came in there against Barlow. Kind of a one-on-one run, but he closed the gap there and knocked it away. And St. Louis throw in. Set it outside. Up the middle, Nico Campbell handles it. Into the final 2 minutes of regulation here. Nico will take his time and then boots it up. Oh, over the head of the defender. Barlow running in there, puts some pressure on, and forces it out.
McTurk didn't quite get a hold of that. I think that's probably been one of his weaknesses, is his distribution out of the back with his feet. Otherwise, I mean, he's
really kept him in it in the first half,
didn't
didn't he?
he?
Yeah.
They could be 5-6-0 down right now. McTurk's done a great job.
In the middle, Gonzalez trying to get to it. And they'll send it back up and out. Final minute now, regulation. Knocked around. And here we go. Menace will throw it in. Headed back. Are you going to head down the field this time?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
It's up to you, Dar.
No, go ahead.
I know you like running those stairs.
You're a little younger than I am, so
Thanks.
you could head down there.
I might look young, but physically I don't know if I'm quite there.
Yeah, but you're out in practice in the heat with your ladies
Yeah.
during the day, so you train a little bit with them, don't you? So you.
I train them hard.
Okay, into the extra time here. Jones, and it's tackled out. Come back the other way. Here we come. 2-0 Menace, trying to finish out the extra time here. They didn't have the board up. I don't know what, probably a couple minutes, I would think, with the injuries we had.
Yeah, I'd say 2 or 3 minutes. Probably 3 minutes would be my guess. Cassidy picks it up in the midfield, closed down by Wiedemann. Gives a West. Free kick.
They'll send it outside. Lobs it up and headed out of there. And knocked away as they tried to go over to the left side with it. And again, Nico Campbell handles it. He falls down to take a little extra time there. And goes back out to St. Louis. And now back to the Menace. So they kept chipping away, brought in some faster feet, fresh feet there, and finally got on the board.
Yeah, it's worked well. There's been a fantastic second half for the Menace. Like I mentioned, they picked up the speed of play.
There's a yellow card, another one. This one goes to Dylan Cassidy. So that's 3 yellows and a red for the Lions. They sent Chris Johnson off on a red on a hard tackle on Wiedemann. And at this point, that only helps the Menace grind the clock off here. Eddie Cass set to deliver it. Kicks it long. And that'll do it. The Menace will win here 2-0. And Justin's going to head down to the sidelines, and we'll hear from our man of the match, Nick Jones. And we'll talk with him. We'll wrap up the game here coming up. But let's do this. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back with more of the post game right after this. I can hear him. It's on.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Yeah. But
For
if
a
you want
limited
to, I
time
can
at
talk a little
Schottenkirk
bit,
Chevy
too.
in Waukee, get up to $12,000 off select new Silverado Crew Cab LTs. Get 25% off new Impalas, Sparks, and Sonics. These are going fast. Equinox owners get an additional $1,500 towards the purchase of any new Chevy. And no, you don't have to trade it in. If you served, save even more with military discounts. Save big in Waukee. Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
You know what this means. It means and. But at Come and Go, it means more. So come in and look for the and to find something extra just for you. Come and Go, where and means more. Check out all our extras this summer, like any size drink for just $1.
We are back here at West Des Moines Valley Stadium. Dar Danielson here in the press box. Justin Vorster, you see down there on the field, waiting to get Nick Jones, our man of the match. And we'll run down here on what happened here with, it was a scoreless first half, the Menace and the St. Louis Lions. And then in the second half, 3 substitutions, Tommy Barlow, Nick Jones, and Raul Gonzalez, and they got things together. And Nick Jones scored in the 69th minute. Then about 4 minutes later, Lee Wiedemann scored for the Des Moines Menace. And you see we have coming in, the coach has Nick Jones coming in here. And we're ready to go down on the field to the coach.
Hey, Nick, congratulations, man of the match today. Take us through the goal. There was some goal, right-footed volley.
Yeah, I was in the right place at the right time pretty much. Came down to like just little details and kept my eye on the ball, struck through it, and ended up being a wonderful goal. So,
pretty casual celebration in the end as well. Take us through the first half. It was a little bit, lackluster at times, as far as how the Menace were playing. Couldn't manage to break down the opposition. What was the message in the halftime from Coach Makovich to the team?
He really wanted us subs to come on and just give it new life. He said just get after it. We wanted to try and keep the tempo high, and we did coming out in the second half, and ended up being 2 goals. So did what we needed to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I personally thought the 3 substitutions were fantastic. With the 3 of you coming into the game, Barlow, yourself, and Gonzalez added a little bit of energy to the game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what Mako wanted us to do, and we came out and did it. We just wanted to get out and kind of show them what we were about. So
6-0-1 right now. 2 games next weekend against Winnipeg. How do you feel right now? What are your feelings moving forward?
It's throughout the locker room. Everybody's on a high. Coming out of Canada last week with 9 points was absolutely huge, and we just want to keep it going. Fight every game and just worry about the game that's ahead of us.
Well, Nick, congratulations again. Go and enjoy your teammates. Enjoy your celebrations tonight, and we'll see you during the week again.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Justin Varner with our man of the match, brought to you by CBRE Hubble. Dar Danielson here in the press box, and we'll take another break here as you see the Menace celebrating the 2-0 victory here to go 6-0-1. We'll take another break and come back and wrap things up here from West Des Moines Stadium, West Des Moines Valley Stadium, right after this.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. Your car's on the injured reserve. You want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Stop ruining your steaks. You deserve a grill that gives you great steaks every time. Fireplace Superstore proudly offers the most complete selection of Weber grills in central Iowa, gas, charcoal, portable, and smokers. Fireplace Superstore features Weber Special Edition grills that come with Weber's unparalleled warranty. Now you can enjoy your grill for many summers to come. There is a difference. See our large selection of Weber grills, many models and colors. Fireplace Superstore is the exclusive Weber Alliance dealer in central Iowa. Fireplace Superstore at 109th and Douglas.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
You know what this means. It means and. But at Come and Go, it means more. So come in and look for the and to find something extra just for you. Come and Go, where and means more. Check out all our extras this summer, like any size drink for just $1.
I'll turn our mics back on. That helps. Art Daniels and Justin Vorster here back at West Des Moines Valley Stadium. And nice job by the interview, Nick Jones. Just kind of matter of fact there, but you just sense the kind of the excitement and the how would you call it? Just confidence in this team, don't you? As you're down there,
they're on a high right now. You get that feeling just from talking to Nick Jones, and it's a sense through the whole squad. Even with our halftime interview, you know, with Gobik and Sunday Wang, you can tell the excitement and the confidence and the chemistry throughout the team is fantastic right now. They just got to keep it going, keep the momentum moving forward, and keep bringing in the 3 points after every game.
Mm-hmm. And next week, a doubleheader they play. You play a couple exhibition games. Let's talk first about your games and what do you expect to see in that. You say you'll play a lot of your players or all your players that you can? Yeah,
I'm going to play the full roster of players, and it's an opportunity for me to now look at some of the other girls that have just been training, but give them the opportunity to play and have a look at them and see how they do in the environment with a bit of competition.
Mm-hmm. Then Winnipeg, what do you know about the men's team? Anything? Have you been able to scout them at all yet? Or
do you know if they're anything like last year? They're very similar to St. Louis, where they will sit in very deep and look to counterattack. I remember last year they had a lone striker that was effective. He caused problems. I'm not too sure if they have the same player back, but you know, looking at the results that they came back with from Winnipeg, they won the last one 6. So, I mean, they're going to be on a low, Menace on a high, and if they keep the momentum going, it could be a different story.
Okay, well, women 3-0, the men 6-0-1. You can't ask for much better than that at this point in the season, can you?
No, you can't. Like I said, you just got to keep it going. I know on the women's side, we've got a tough one coming up on the 2nd of July where we play Chicago Red Star. Mm-hmm. It's going to be tough for us. We're going to have to prepare correctly for it, but you never know. Football, the ball's round, it can roll anyway.
All right. Well, the final here tonight, 2-0. Jones and Wiedemann with the goals here for the Des Moines Menace as they stay perfect on the season. 6-0-1. That's going to wrap it up from West Des Moines Valley Stadium. I'm Dar Danielson.
Tonight, Central Iowa Sports Network presents
left footer cross, goal by Cody Lofgren. Takes it across, header in.
your Des Moines Menace Soccer. Des Moines Menace Soccer is brought to you by Come and Go, where and means more. Doritos, YMCA of Des Moines, and by Teal Chiropractic and Des Moines Orthopedic Surgeons. Des Moines Menace Soccer, live on Central Iowa Sports Network.